So welcome, Tom. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Is this your book that we're reading?
Yeah, this is my book that you're reading.
I'm reading.
Yes, and you're loving it so far. Right?
I am. I'm on page 109.
Wow, that's a great page too.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, absolutely. So my book is it's called Leather to the Corinthians, and it's a satire. It's a high concept satire, and it's basically sort of a pop culture nightmare, Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, but it's filled with pop culture references, and it's sort of my big social commentary on all the kind of things that basically make up modern life. So things like advertising, mass media, religion, television, and because I think there's a lot of things that we kind of don't have our priorities straight on.
Yeah.
And this is my way of sort of making a statement on where I think we need to be focusing our energies.
How did you think of this topic, just to create a satirical book?
It's a good question, and I wish the book was easier to explain too. I'd probably sell more copies, but those who have read it seem to really enjoy it. I wrote a short story, and it was unlike anything that I had written. It was a different kind of voice or style. I had just sort of tapped into something that I didn't know that I could do, and I shared the story with some people, and they indicated to me that I was onto something. So I wrote a couple more, and it took a number of years before I completed the manuscript because I used to be a high school teacher.
Oh, really?
And so, yeah, I would only write in the summers because by October I was toast.
Yeah.
You know, 130 teenagers a day making a run at you is pretty tough. So this one took a while to complete it.
I like the art on the cover.
Yeah.
How'd you do that? Was that you or?
No, that is the art is done by a wonderful illustrator by the name of Sean Beery, who's up in Detroit, and he's a longtime friend of mine. He's an accomplished comic book artist, professional illustrator, graphic designer. He's been doing so for the better part of 30 years, and I had wanted him to draw something for me for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I was just really happy to hire him. The cover tells you everything you need to know about what you're going to find in the book.
I like the belt and the hamburger. Is this supposed to be Jesus?
No, it's not. But there's a little bit the Sacred Heart, which is a hamburger, because in the book there's a war going on between a king and a rebellious general, and the king represents Burger King, and the general represents McDonald's. But it's really about how, when companies compete, like how many minutes of the day have been stolen from you because of someone's commercial or billboard or advertisement, right? I don't even know how much time I've lost in my life to people fighting for the money that's in my wallet. So it's kind of a comment on how inane all that behavior really is. So that's kind of what the cover has in it. And then Sean also did this illustration that's in the back right here. Let's see if you know what that's a parody of. Do you recognize the hand outstretched?
Is that from like?
That's God and Adam, Michelangelo, Sistine Chapel, right? Only in this case, God is reaching out of a drive-through, and man is getting food from him. But Sean is an incredible illustrator. He has comic books. He has all kinds of things of his own, and I just feel really blessed that I knew someone who's that talented and was available for the job. And I've gotten a lot of comments on the cover. Yeah, it seems to really kind of.
I get you.
Yeah, right. And there's like at the event we are at today, there isn't a cover like it. In that, it makes me more happy for Sean even than me in a lot of ways. You know. Nice to meet you. Well, thanks so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing this on the internet.